Well, hello everyone. It's great to have you on here. Another daily wisdom. I can just first to start out that I know that last night was one of the best breakthroughs we've ever had. So if you guys are watching this live or recorded, you need to check that out. That would be on the 18th, September 18th. And yeah, it was just a lot of people had some incredible courage, and Jody and Scott, of course. I was trying to think who else. Craig jumped out on there. I think Mary, but there was quite a
Sandy, I
few people.
believe.
Who?
Sandy Baker.
Yes, Sandy Baker. Good. That really has got me sort of to the topic today. And the topic today is, I think there's not a person in the world, but maybe I'm wrong. So that's why I brought it up. But I don't, there was a person, Craig, and you can do a little research as I'm talking about this because I couldn't find it. But now all of a sudden it's downloading. His name was, anyway, the whole concept of this title and everything is Golden Rule. And I remember, Craig, that there was I don't know if his name was like Golden Jackson or something.
Oh, in The Science of Getting Rich, Golden Rule
Right.
Jones.
What is it?
Golden Rule Jones in The Science of
Golden
Getting
Rule
Rich.
Jones.
And by
Okay.
the way, yes, Deborah Grady too,
Debbie
yesterday.
Grady. Awesome. Yeah, great testimonial. So I think every one of us understands the golden rule, but one of the things that, how many of you are starting to really realize when things get sort of crazy throughout the world is that we really simply allow somebody else's anger, enthusiasm, their voice to basically pull us in and out of our emotions. Have you guys noticed that? And one of the things that's very interesting is that, first of all, if we're looking and scrolling and watching the news and doing all this stuff, it's not by accident that someone's getting us. And I mean, that could either be on a super positive or a super negative, right? And so what's really amazing, and I did a little bit of research on this about Golden Rule, but all of you, if you are not aware of it, it very simply means that you should treat others the way that you would love to be treated. I'll say that again. You should treat others the way that you would like to be treated. And when I put golden rule in, I didn't realize that Confucianism, Buddhism, Hinduism, Islam, Judaism, Christianity, do you know they all have terms for that golden rule? I was like blown away. Do not impose on others what you do not wish for yourself. Hurt not others in ways that you yourself would find hurtful. This is the sum of your duty. Do not do to others what would cause pain if it was done to you. None of you truly believes until he wishes for his brother what he wishes for himself. Now, haven't we all heard stuff like this? It's like, I love that phrase that last one brought up for me. What I wish for you, no, what I wish for myself, I wish for you. What I would love to happen to me is what I would love to happen to you. How many of you think that if the majority of the world constantly said this thing to themselves, how calm would it be? How peaceful would it be? How joyous would it be? How harmonious would it be? And so I heard someone say this in doing this, and the person says, "Those that do not believe cannot explain how music is created." Because people that don't believe can't explain how music was created by someone that was deaf. They can't explain why when we feel music, it makes our emotions change. How many of you have watched a show and all of a sudden you hear the music change and your mind goes, oh, something bad's about ready to happen? So when they give away Oscars and they give away Emmys and they give away all these awards, why is it always that a person also gets an award for the theme, the orchestra, the no, the music inside of it? Because, a story that Matt shared with me years ago was when Spielberg was doing Jaws, that they got it all set up, they got it out into the ocean, and all of a sudden the ocean water just totally destroyed the mechanics of the shark. And so now what do? And Spielberg thought in his head, what if I could make people feel something and they didn't see the shark? Da 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 da. Woo! It's like, I mean, how many of you, if you're in water, that noise came out of nowhere, how fast would it take you to get out of the water? And it's like, man, it's not only in our mind, in our memory, but it's anchored in our spirit, in our soul, and our emotions. When I worked with my mentor, he would do these characters. And when he did these characters, he would tie them, which is called a neuro-linguistic programming. It's called anchoring. So when you're experiencing something, he would use music while you're experiencing emotional things that the character was doing to you. And it had the same effect that if you really were in love with someone and you hear a certain song that was dear a certain time, how many of you can go like in a time warp? Whoop! It's like, hey, can oh my God. And I'm saying positive or negative. We have songs that I don't need to hear that song again. Shut it off. And then it's like, I just want to be still for a second and just listen to this song because it just really reminds me of a certain thing in my life. And I think that every one of you here, we're starting to find this out, by the way. But I personally cannot understand someone being totally void of emotions for another person. It's mind-boggling to me. But if they really truly understood the golden rule, wouldn't it be simple for you to go, what if this happened to my best friend? What if this happened to, someone I admire? What if this happened to someone that, was a family member? I mean, it doesn't take a while for us to go, would I want a group of people saying awful things about someone I cared about? And if that person can honestly say, yeah, I would want a whole group of people to go on social media and say awful, hurtful things about someone that means something to me. And I would probably say, wow, So if we don't even understand the concept of golden rule, then how do we make sure that if it's possible to make people understand the golden rule? And that's always to lead with love, always lead. So how many people would be willing to admit when you see someone that doesn't use the golden rule, sometimes I feel like, okay, time for a little slap. And that's what would get me to stop doing it. You guys hear me? as soon as I want to bring justice on somebody or get out of my light, lean into the darkness to give this person what do they call it, Craig? Um, my first redneck thought was 55-gallon drum of whoop ass, but it's like
Like a
uh,
revenge or something.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, oh, a piece of my mind.
Piece of your mind. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to give this person a piece of my mind, and realizing that it just brought you down to the level. Because most of the people, what's another great statement is, I believe this is Mark Twain that says, arguing with fools will always put you in a worse place because they practice. I'm paraphrasing, but it's like he says, arguing and having a debate with a fool makes both of you a fool because they practice it every day. People that are trolls are it's like they're always looking for a way to get attention. They're always looking for a way to get views or whatever it is, right? And so when someone sees something that a lot of us just don't know how to respond to, except just to really really feel sorry for those that are hurt by it, and then someone says, man, this would be a perfect time to say the exact opposite to get people to really go out there. And it's crazy how people just do that. So I thought I would share today just the concept that, the golden rule, very simply, is instead of reacting to other people trying to pull you out of your goodness, you know what I mean, out of the state of love, just simply say to yourself, what I'm about to do in retaliation or just for justice, is this something that I would like to have happen to me or someone that I love? And so that's when you hear sometimes in different, very, very, like turn the other cheek. And we hear stuff that, it's like, just do not go down the Darth Vader state. You know what I mean? It's like, and it's, so I just thought I would share that. I just thought that today, if we constantly always said, well, listen, how can I stay in a state of the golden rule that, when things are bothering me, that's when I need to go out and actually give more love. Wow, the quick download that I just got is, if you're a farmer, this is Earl Nightingale, the strangest secret. I have that as a gift on roberthollis.com. I need to put it in unlimited wisdom, and I will. But it's like, you got to look at your mind, your spirit, your soul as a fertile ground. And so as you're out there just throwing, apple seeds and just keep throwing apple seeds and just keep throwing apple seeds, if something happened that changed your feelings about what was going on, you wouldn't stop planting apple seeds. You wouldn't reach out and grab some seed like nightshade. Isn't it funny that I remember that, one of the most poisonous weeds out there that just kills everything. It would make zero sense for you to change the seed that you're sowing. It also would be silly for us to stop sowing seed. Isn't that good? It's like, okay, I'm sowing seed. I'm just going to go out there and find ears to hear, and I'm going to plant seeds of goodness and love, and we're here to love up on you, and then have something happen in the world that makes us either stop planting or start planting, poisonous seed. And so that's as simple as this video is. I don't need it to go any further. It's like, just say, don't, what is it? Be part of the solution, not part of the problem. And so I love and appreciate each and every one of you. If no one's ever given you permission to be happy and successful, let me be the first. Have a great weekend. Craig, CJ's got some great announcements for you. And I love and appreciate you guys. Have a really, really blessed day.
All right. Thank you, Robert. What a great message to get ready for the weekend. And of course, tomorrow we have, I know Mary's coming in late, but got to have her a part of our group. Tomorrow, 9 a.m. or 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, we have Ask Us Anything. And please join us for them. It's a great, just get to know each other. It's almost like recess, but a little more controlled. Recess is always fun, and that's on Monday at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern. But then on Sunday, prior to recess, we have the Master's Mind at noon p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. So got a lot of great things coming up here on our amazing calendar, on our amazing Unlimited Wisdom Network. I think that's a good word for it because we're doing things on a daily basis. So we look forward to seeing you then. There are a few things that we've saved in the chat, and I will go ahead and make sure to let you know that you can save them. Click on the 3 dots in the meeting chat and then click on Save Chat. It'll download to your computer once we are finished. And I know I haven't gotten yet to where you can find The Strangest Secret, but I will make sure that that gets posted in the show notes afterwards. So love and appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so very, very much. And we look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, please be good to yourselves. Be cash. Bye-bye. And here's the unmute so we can all say so long.
Bye, Robert and everybody.
Bye, Mary.
Bye, guys.
Shelley.
Love you all.
Bye, Eric, Michael, Matthew, and Ezra.
Bye, everyone. Have a great one. Have a great day.
Melody, Jody, Karen, Bill, CJ. Love you
I
guys.
appreciate y'all.
See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.